Alright guys, welcome aboard. Press to start, off we go. That didn't have a timeout that time. I don't know. Activate. Deer all show up at my yard now. What's going on? All right. So I've had this question in my mind, so to speak. Turn them around. Well, for now, right? If I record a full trip, I don't mean a full trip, but in the past when I've gone on road trips out of state, I only record highlights. For the most part anyway. All right.
In 500 feet,
but
turn right onto
what I've been doing here in the Central Texas area is I now record the whole trip. So I go 24 hour, record the whole trip. I don't always publish the whole trip, but the video's there in case I want to trim something out of it. Okay? But if I were to do that for a trip to, let's say, Massachusetts, that implies a lot of video, a lot of data storage.
In 500 feet, turn
Oh
right
man.
onto Boggy Ford Road.
Sorry. Oh.
Now turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
The allergies, allergens are kind of high right now. Oops. Oh, you detected that car. Okay. And here comes one of those motorcycle guys with the really bright lights. 'Cause he doesn't want me to see him. Okay. Put out the kickstand. Okay, that's not going to stay that way. All right, so anyway. So we're going to go to Lake Jackson, Texas today. We're actually going to the site of the original Buc ees, or the home of the original Buc ees, just for fun. As it turns out, it's a 4-hour drive there, and then, of course, a 4-hour drive back. While I was doing that, I was computing where I might get charged, and I came across Wharton. Now, Wharton's a little bit off the path that we navigated for, but I just thought that'd be a better choice. Now, there is a supercharger in Columbus, but it's a 120 kilowatt, so it's an old version too. Not so interesting. Okay, so that's where we're going. I haven't even thought about coming back exactly yet. I mean, obviously I have to come back, but I mean, where do I charge at? I don't know. But it's 200 mile, it's about 200 miles out, 200 miles back. Sounds like a 2-charge trip. We'll go with that. Okay, my guess is we're up around, what is that, a terawatt of data? I'm sorry, not terawatt, terabyte. Or 1 terabytes. I'm not quite sure on that part, but okay, we'll see. So that's what we're up to. As it turns out, Wharton is actually a Buc ees. I didn't even know that. and it's at least a 3.5. I guess it's 3.5, right? Because version 4 is not. I mean, there's a place, but they haven't gone wide with version 4s. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. And you might notice this little toy up here on my dashboard, which I'm experimenting with, but it's a Starlink Mini. So one of the things about being on a road trip is you don't have access, or you don't have all that much access to places to do uploads. And then there are places where we lose connectivity. Oh, it's a motorcycle in front of me, isn't it? I hear some music every once in a while. I'm like, what? Okay, anyway. So I'm also experimenting with Starlink. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I ordered the car kit, and I thought the car kit came with suction cups, but it doesn't. So I've ordered a little kit to mount it to the roof. I mean, inside. I want to put it inside, not outside. Well, I don't know. It's just the way I feel about it. Okay? I mean, if you have a glass roof, why not try to use that glass roof? Instead of mounting it on the outside where people can grab it if they want to. Speaking of all that, where is he? Come on, where are you? Connect to Wi-Fi. What? I have to go through this again?
Now turn left onto Lomansford Road.
Okay, I guess he's not working. Okay. So maybe it's not properly mounted or hooked up. Something else to... I didn't check it before I left. Okay, you're right. And maybe we'll just take a break somewhere and I'll play with it some more. My first attempt on plugging in the cable in the back of the dish didn't go well. Oh, that's right, they're having the chili feast today. Good, fair enough people there. Silent auction. And a bake sale. Now with the car kit, the cable that comes with the car kit, the customer end of the cable is a USB-C. When they ship you the base Starlink Mini, it comes with an AC power block, and it has a rounded end. So if your intent was to use AC power, yeah, that worked last night when I tried it out. No problem. Okay, anyway, with all that said, time to click in. Let's see, we got almost 3 hours to get to Wharton. But that's part of the point for today, right? Is to do a long drive. with that, I'll check you on the other side. Okay, welcome back, long format. I could dig around in here, huh? Where is he? Here he is. What? Oh, dig down? Is that what it is? Yeah, dig down. Okay. Easy enough to put that in. Pull this up. Pull this out. Oh, it has a light down there. Don't grab the steering wheel, dude. It looks like it's a green light. Yeah, I think that's green.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
Okay. Yeah. Pay attention to the road, Ray.
Now turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
We're following an older Model 3. It's black. For some reason, Big Turkey says that this is a black car. I told her, no, it's gray. It's black. No, Grandpa was black. Of course, she probably doesn't remember Grandpa. But... So that car in front of me looks like it's black. So how many interruptions am I going to tolerate? I don't know. Of course, the other part of having all that data is when you're going to copy it off the off the camera. I guess I get bigger SD cards. That means it'll take even longer to copy it over. Slick. So it's a relatively new one, but it's not the refresh. It has a split taillights. Right? When they came out with this version of Model 3, the taillights come up with the trunk. Okay, oh, he's going to follow the... It's either following the Tesla or he's getting out of the way. Well, the car behind me got over too. I'm going to slow down for the flashing yellow, but there's no reason to. And Mr. Ford Pickup's going to prove to you you don't need to slow down. In fact, you should speed up. We're in a construction zone, but need to speed up. I swear. All right, so I really should have said this before, huh? You guys need to hear this part. All right, so there's a YouTube channel called TFL EV. I don't know what TFL stands for. Is it Trucks for Life? I don't know. Anyway, so TFL has multiple YouTube channels. This one is EV. Now, as I mentioned before, they're leasing a Tesla Model Y that has FSD in it, and they're trying it out. Now, my history with TFL is that, not my history, but what I remember of them is they went to the launch or something for Roadster or Model S, something like that. And the guy who owns the channel was kind of insulted by Elon not paying enough attention to him. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of simplifying it. There's more to it than that, I'm sure. But that's the way it sounds on my end. So they have tried Teslas various times over the past year or 2 years. And just when I think they're going to say something interesting and supportive, they come back with like, oh, it's junk because of this. Okay. So TFL is hard for me to deal with, personally. Okay. But the interesting thing, so if you follow me, there's a chance you might fall out of spec. Out of spec had a ADAS test that called the Hogback Challenge. And it was very regimented. And I think when they finally tested FSD 14 or something like that, they're like, okay, there's no point to testing any further. This is great. Well, they also moved to North Carolina, so it all changes, right? Interestingly, TFL EV is doing a form of it called the woolly mammoth. Okay. Except they just go one way. And actually, so they were comparing their Model Y with FSD 14.2.2.4 against a Ford with Blue Cruise. Okay, subscription for FSD, $99. Apparently a subscription for Blue Cruise, $50 a month. They didn't talk about the hardware, because my impression was you had either ordered the hardware for it, Blue Cruise, or you had to get a certain package that then came with the hardware. So I don't think you get the hardware for Blue Cruise by default. I don't think so. Whereas every Tesla for sale now, new Tesla, comes with AI4 chip and comes with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cameras. Oh, actually, it's a Model Y. It comes with 8 cameras because it has a bumper camera. Okay? So there's a difference there they didn't discuss. You can't just buy any old Ford and use Blue Cruise in it. But I think to a large extent, any new Tesla you buy, you can run FSD 14 in. But anyway. So it was interesting. The guy driving the Tesla, he's in a parking space. He puts in his navigation, presses start, and the car drives the whole way. The guy in the Ford, he's having to drive manually around the parking lot because Blue Cruise doesn't work unless it's a mapped highway. Which surprises me because I thought that has changed, but maybe I didn't understand what was being said. Right? To be fair to Ford, as I understood it, it will handle hands-free to some extent on like FM 1431. It's a highway. Anyway, so this guy takes off. He's driving manually, and he finally says, "Oh, look, I can do cruise control." Okay, so he does cruise control on the street up onto the highway, the interstate. On the interstate, the system asks him to take over twice, and there was something else that happened. But the strange thing is, there's a semi in the outside lane. He's in the middle lane, and that semi is coming across the line. And you're like, ah! Okay, if he had FSD would have backed off and then moved to the left and went around him. FSD would have handled it. How do you know, right? Because I've seen him do it. Okay, he's moving ever so slightly to the left to avoid that mattress. On the other hand, the guy driving the Ford said, he wants to follow this semi. And I've seen FSD from time to time do that, like, well, I just love the way this semi or this vehicle looks. Oh. Okay, whatever. So, if it sounds like it's not an in-depth review. 222.9 price of gas at QT. It's not the most in-depth video, but it's an interesting video. Okay? It's worth watching if you're interested in that kind of thing. Now, some of you have no interest in it, and I get it. But from my viewpoint, it's better to have an idea what might come in the future rather than being blindsided by it. But that's just my opinion. Don't listen to him, he doesn't know it. Yeah, okay. Yes, I'm not the great prognosticator.
Now turn right onto Andersonville Road.
Okay, anyway, it's worth looking up and reviewing it. Okay? At least that's the way I see it. Oh, that's much nicer done. All right. Oh. He didn't like the manhole cover? Okay, we're online. Oh, well, sure, install it now. All right, so with the Starlink, I plugged in the cigarette lighter and it came on. Now, I don't know if that's because of the cigarette lighter. What? Oh, okay. I thought it said no. So we download an update. Let's install it. Starlink's about to reboot. Okay. Now what I need to do is get this car attached to the Starlink. Except I realized I didn't record the password. What? Connect to Wi-Fi. Oh, come on. Well, I guess it's rebooting, right? System settings. Not connected. Restart. I didn't check in depth to see how we're going about getting there. Okay, so it looks like we're going to follow. Oh, we're going down I-35. Okay. We're going down I-35, then connect to 71, and I'll take us out to I-10 eventually. So I guess means we'll be preconditioning at some point, huh? No. Okay, so my phone's connected to the Wi-Fi. I haven't done that either. I need to connect the car to the Starlink. I guess I need to sign into my account as well. No, it's only, I want to say it's 50. Is it 50 or 100? I forgot. I heard several different people say different things, so I'm not quite sure. It sounds like the 100 gig is the downloads. And if you know me, I watch YouTube a lot. Where is the Wi-Fi? Okay, there's restart, but what's the password? What? You don't remember the password? I don't remember the password. And I can't show it here. I just typed it in, right? Didn't pay attention when I typed it in. Okay, why do I have to do this? I don't know. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, you should pay some attention to the road, Ray. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Hey, pay attention. You need to go in light screen. So I can do the rumbling sound. Whatever, dude. So they made this office complex. I don't think anybody's using it, are they? Oh. As long as you're stopped. Okay, it says I'm connected. Starting. Online. We have 2 devices attached. Really? Why would we have... I've only connected with one. I mean, I clicked on with the card, but like I said, I didn't write down the password when I created it. So I have to experiment. And I don't exactly want to give you my password. How rude. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, so this Mad Sheets. I saw when his ad. I don't know, these guys, they're saturating YouTube with, at least in Texas, with all these ads. Anyway, he's saying that the previous agricultural commissioner voted for, whatever it was he voted for, allowing illegal aliens to do something or another. And I'm listening to him say this and like, he's not in Congress. What exactly are you saying? That he voted for it. Okay, and then the comptroller. Some guy running for comptroller says, well, we're not going to give benefits out to illegal aliens. So you're going to follow the law. How diplomatic of you to follow the law. Right? You're not supposed to grant them anyway, so what are you claiming? But it sounds good, right? I guess. No, as long as I'm complaining, let me complain about the third guy. So there's a guy, he's running several ads now. And I think almost every ad, he either has his hand on a gun or he's shooting a gun. I guess that qualifies you to be a congressman. I would have thought it'd be nice to hear what he represents, but I think that's what he represents, shooting a gun. Okay? All right, anyway. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to break up the video. Now I'm thinking about that part of it. What did you say? We should be able to do 3 hours of video on the camera. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, if I can go 3 hours on card, that basically means I'll keep going. I'll just keep this setup going till we get to Wharton. and then I'll review water statuses at that time. I did bring a second camera with me. My intent was to well, for a real trip, would be to switch out cameras and download from one camera while the other one's recording. But I don't think that's really going to be reasonable. I don't know, we'll see, but that's kind of where I'm at. Oh, was it that? Might be.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Research Boulevard.
I mean, it has a number, has special characters. I think we want to go right. He's not going the same place we're going.
Now turn right onto Research Boulevard.
Two hours 20, okay. Going 160 miles is about as far as I want to drive in any one shot. I did that once in West Texas. By the time I stopped, the supercharger at a hotel, by the time I stopped, man, I was tired of sitting. Are you really going to get over? You are. You're going to cut up this Lexus, huh?
In 1,000 feet, take the US 183 southbound on the left.
Yep, 40 wants to get in too. Oh, come on. Why are you signaling if you're not planning to go? Pull through.
Now take the US 183 southbound on the left.
But it's a Ford. I don't feel comfortable driving a Ford. You shouldn't have bought a Ford then. Come on, man. All right, so the other part of Wharton is that's going to be right at noon. So it'll be time to have some lunch, huh? I don't know. I haven't really thought about how to plan that part out. I brought some snacks, so not a problem. Oh, uh-oh. Spilled my popcorn. Ready to make a big mess. Not even reason to be here, huh? Breaker lane. What are they doing over there? Well, I guess they have a lane closed, but why is the lead guy going slow? Yep. So you could feel him. He started, as soon as he realized that this Chevy pickup was about to go by, he started speeding up. FSD, that is. There's 24 hour. What is 63 degrees? Yeah. I didn't capture that argument, did I? So for our discussion of FSD and what you should do, one of the reasons why you might want to consider a Model 3 is it's ever so slightly more efficient. Inefficiency is money, man. You may not think of it that way, but it is. So when somebody tells you, oh, I got a big SUV, why? Just because. Okay, you're throwing away money on your energy. Right? Of course, I'm sure there's some people that tell you, well, in case the zombie apocalypse comes, I want to have a vehicle that I can drive anywhere. Okay. I get what you're saying. On the other hand, if it's a zombie apocalypse, I'm pretty sure you can pick up a large SUV for free. Okay. I don't know. I mean, but you want to watch movies like World War Z. I mean, once it starts spreading within a crowd, the whole crowd's infected. It may take a little bit longer than that, but not much. Wow, is it possible that today's drive? No, knock on wood. One step at a time. Oh, that's right. We're going I-35, aren't we? You sure you don't want to get over? Only place to get over, what? Yeah. You now have 2 lanes of cars that are blocking you out. Oh, look, right here where this truck is, you're going right by it. Okay. Oh, we're going down 183. Oh, okay. That's why he's doing this. I thought he was going to go on I-35. But I didn't check the details, right? Okay, so you're telling me I'm 2 hours away. Oh, it's supposed to get up around 80 today. For those of you who live up north, yeah, too bad. Of course, I know come July, you're going to be saying the same thing to me. Too bad. Well, my intent is to go southwest, right? That's why he's going down 183. I don't know. Man, look at all the trash over there in the breakdown lane. There's Loyola. What? What's this guy doing? I don't know, man. It's a custom pickup. It's been lowered. Okay, I think if you really want to get off in Loyola, you better get over it now. Speeding catches up with you. Oh, no. You know, dude, all you gotta do is enforce the law. And people slow down. As long as they think you're not enforcing, they're going to break it.
Now keep right to take US 183 south.
Oh, okay. Come thinking, that's pretty obvious. I just didn't think about it. Oh, got to merge right. Oh, the L lane has to merge right. Okay, never mind. Okay, our average watt hours per mile is 183.7. We're doing pretty good. Where are we going? We're going to say an MLK. Oh, we had to get over lane. What? We did? Oh, so we didn't have to switch lanes. Mr. Ford's kind of bouncing around his lane here. Oh, what now? Oh. Wow, he's kind of bending out, isn't he? That's the guy who's going back and forth in his lane. Of course, it's a Raptor, right? Whoa. And the back end's bouncing up and down. I don't know, man. Speed limit here is 55. If you're really that big a rush, you should have taken the toll lane.
In 1 mile, bear right to stay on Airport Boulevard.
It says we're going to go right, but we're actually going to go left. I don't know. No, a navigation actually says go to airport. What? There's airport over there. I think he's not quite clear on what he's doing.
Now bear right to stay on Airport Boulevard.
Okay. Now I do have avoid toll lanes set to yes. In case you're wondering about that. There's a lake there, isn't there? Sorry, I'm thinking about Wharton.
Now take the US 183 South Road on the left.
Wondering what's in Wharton. Got to have a Buc ees there.
In 1,000 feet, take the Texas 71 East exit on the left toward Barber Terminal, Austin Bergstrom International Airport.
I just looked ahead and there was a bunch of cars going around that curve. Whoa.
Now take the Texas 71 East exit on the left.
What? Oh, you worry about this Honda, Toyota, whatever it is? Yeah, they missed it. Too bad. I don't know what they were doing before, but they missed it. You're going to merge onto Highway 71 or 71E. It means we're going eastbound, right? Slow down. You think it's 70 here? It looks like it's 65. But it's just human drivers reading the speed zone. Okay, you got it?
In 1 mile, bear right to stay on Highway 71 East.
There's the airport to the right. This used to be a golf course here. Back when this was an Air Force base. Okay. I'm laughing because there's a Toyota Corolla coming up from behind us. And that's when FSD decides he needs to move over. When that Corolla starts getting close. I don't know, man.
Now bear right to stay on Highway 71 East.
Man, look at all the trash there. Whoop. Oh, okay. The dump truck's moving over a lane. Oh, wait, there's a dump truck. Oh, well, he moved. Okay. So you moved over into a lane where there's a dump truck, and we're following the dump truck as he slowly accelerates. Okay. What? Really? Seriously? Why? I don't think that Toyota's necessarily going slow. Is he? Skinny pop. In case you were all wondering. Nobody asked, but... There's multiple people backing up to this car back here. Lane Road. I think they missed it. They lost a letter. Road closed. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Cologne. What? You think it's 45 here? You really want to? Here. Yeah, I think you have some old map data indicating that the construction zone is active. It's gone. Model Y rear wheel drive. Premium. Whatever, man. Why not switch over, huh? American Fireworks. Imagine a place that only does business like 10 days a year. I don't know. I don't know if they can do even mail order stuff. Although maybe they can do wholesale stuff, so maybe. Stay in your lane. And you're so desperate to stay in the right lane, you're going to switch to it? Okay. Oh, left shoulder closed ahead? I don't know. Stuff available at pump. Bastrop County. Oh, that's where that accident was. We're taking buses down to the mechanic shop. And we came through here and we saw that there was an accident. When we got closer, we saw that the Bastrop, or we saw the school bus in an accident. It turned out it was Bastrop school bus. And it turns out a semi ran a red light and plowed into that bus. My impression is the school bus driver was so surprised by that semi coming through. I mean, they didn't know exactly what to do. The semi did his best to avoid hitting them full broadside, but if he had just been prepared for the light to be red and stopped for the red light, there wouldn't have been a problem. If I remember right, that school bus driver ended up with some broken bones. Now, I don't think they came back. That's the kind of stuff you try to learn from, you know. Not everybody can accept the fact that it was a dangerous situation, but I don't know what else you could do. I mean, I have the impression that the school bus definitely had the right of way. There wasn't any question about it, as far as I know. It's just the semi driver so you come over a hill and you're going downhill. So if you're not fully paying attention, things can happen. And speaking about that, the Commerce Committee in the U.S. Senate held a hearing on autonomous vehicles. It was interesting listening to the senators ask their questions. You can tell where their bias was. The guy Waymo sent, I mean, he wasn't fully prepared to answer questions. Tesla sent Lars, and Lars was pretty prepared, but I noticed he tended to look straight ahead as opposed to looking at the senator asking the question. I'm not quite sure why. So Senator Cruz was chairing the meeting. But what I find curious is at least one, if not two, of the senators were making a big deal about union jobs, right? The Teamsters. Okay? Look, if you want to join the Teamsters, that's your business, okay? But I'm not ordering stuff so that you have a job. I'm ordering stuff so I can have it. Now, if you doing your job results in me getting what I want, that's a benefit. If you delivering the stuff I want means I had to pay more, I'm not sure what the benefit was. To me. Okay, so there you go. Yes, I don't mind the unions exist, but I shouldn't be forced to join a union. I should have freedom of choice. I live in Texas, it's a right to work state. And there are negative sides to that, I'll give you that. But expecting the government to protect your job, that's going a bit too far. On the other hand, you businesses that want to cheat people, that's not good. Anyway, whatever. So there was some of that. One senator, I guess he was a Republican because he was on the right side as they're facing out, was mentioning some executive order that said don't use Chinese stuff. Okay? And he essentially cut into the Waymo guy for it. So Waymo is trying to figure out, they currently use Jaguars, right? But Jaguar stopped production of that EV. So they're trying to figure out where to go next. So they're looking at a Chinese company as one of the alternatives. And they just got blasted for it. You know, because, the Chinese could spy on us. Yeah, China has a big thing about Teslas too. Like, America can spy on us because of Tesla. Okay. I think you guys were too worried about so many people willingly give up their data to do TikTok. Okay? Now TikTok, or the US part of TikTok, has been bought by an American company. If you have done software development in the past, you may know this company. If you've been following the merger stuff, you may have heard a mention of this company. I don't know. The TV mergers, I'm sorry. It used to be every TV station was a standalone TV station. And gradually they got bought by a bigger company. Then the bigger companies got bought by bigger companies. And they're no longer independent TV stations, at least to a large extent. I mean, if you're in favor of that, fine. If you're not in favor of it, I don't know what to tell you. The whole thing about the late night shows where, they make fun of whoever the president is, they make fun of him. So the bottom line is, if you're not secure in who you are, you may not like how much people make fun of you. So anyway, the one guy, they forced off the air for a few days until they realized that people are watching. Right? And they have subscriptions to your company, and they're canceling your subscriptions. Right? So, to sound like a Republican, let enterprise do what it does. Business. If those guys weren't being watched, they'd be yanked off the air like that. That it doesn't require the government do anything. Okay? Just like I say, I don't need the government to say that you should go EV. Let's turn this around a little bit. So I mentioned that the committee meeting that they had the other day. Now, I didn't watch the whole thing. It's pretty boring. After a while you get tired of the political attacks and just, I don't want to watch this anymore. But one of the questions about safety. It was actually a Republican senator, I think, from Tennessee. But she asked, so we had been making steady progress in improving safety on the highways. And then somewhere around the 2000s, all of a sudden it leveled off. And the question was to Lars, Tesla. And Lars basically said, well, it's distractions, right? We got these phones. They're a huge distraction when we're driving. Now, I don't know what her real point is with that question, because Lars is a safety engineer to a large extent. I thought he was a manufacturing engineer, but whatever, 6 one half dozen the other. So he's talking about all the stuff that they've done. You know the safest car you can be in the U.S.? A Tesla. Safest reasonable production car. I don't know, I guess you could get an armored vehicle, but that'd be a special design, right? Anyway, she asked that question, and seeing as this hearing was about autonomous vehicles, you think she would lead into, and that's why we need autonomy. And she might have kind of hinted at it, but I don't think she said it directly. Okay, so there's that part. The fact that my cell phone's sitting right here is a distraction, even though I'm not really looking at it. And if you watched the whole video, you saw me pick the phone up a few times. I'm trying to get to the point where I understand how Starlink works. I forgot about this place. We went there once. I forgot who I was with. No, we were brought to school, but school bus, the mechanic shop is right down here to the right somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, but it's somewhere right over here. Probably right where those lights are over there. Is that possible? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I don't work for him anymore. Doesn't matter. When I was by myself, I went to Buc ees. Buc ees is easy. You get you can get a hot dog fairly quick and get a bag of chocolate chip cookies. They make homemade chocolate chip cookies. I mean, they're not homemade, but they're that style. So you can get that along with the brown. Oh, I love the brownies, man. But you can get all that, get in the bus, get driving. Yes, there is a concern, like if you start choking on the food, then what? There's a problem. But we didn't have a whole lot of time to get stuff done. Or to drive here, get the work done, drive back. Have a QT here. Anyway, so the whole safety question. The fact I can sit here just talking away, I'm kind of paying attention, but not closely. Okay? So I'm busy talking. I'm looking forward, don't get me wrong. But the fact I can have these long conversations with y'all, well, they're not exact conversations. I'm talking, you're listening. Although you can leave a comment if you really want to say something back. Right? Sorry, I'm laughing because this one guy, who cared about stupid Tesla? Well, dude, you're watching the video. It said it was about Tesla. Right? Why'd you watch the video if you don't want to listen to about Tesla? And you're talking about the interior being junky. You're like, okay. The video had nothing to do with the interior of the car. But anyway. It's just funny what people do sometimes. 95th Division. That's right, there's a place in upstate New York, not too far from Buffalo, some fort. It's for the Mountain Division. I find that kind of curious because I don't think of that section in New York as being mountainous. But I haven't really paid attention. Anyway, I saw that, and I was thinking about adding it to my trip list, but I didn't get that car. Like, he poked his head out, and then he started going slow. I'm like, what? What are you doing? Wow. That's one of the sad parts of the fire that they had on Bastrop State Park. Well, it's more than that, but so many people had their houses burned out and they chose to move. In part because the forest is kind of gone. They're trying to reestablish it, but anyway, you can see various people have bought big sections of land or setting up businesses here. The Texas Independence Relay, the year after the fire, or maybe 2 years, I forgot exactly, they set it up so that we would run through the park. And it was kind of sad to look around and see all these places. I mean, sometimes you would recognize the road from when we've either run or rode bicycles on them. And we're running down these roads, or driving, right? You only have, so the relay is one person runs while the rest of the team takes a break. You run 4 to 6 miles, depending upon how long that leg is. Anyway, running through there, seeing how all the forest was burnt out. In one place we went by, somebody had some cars. I guess they were classic vintage collectibles. So seeing those cars burned out, seeing the forest burned out was a sad thing. And some of you may think that it's a poor use of money to pull together a few people, paying them a little bit of money and have them plant trees, but it'd be nice if that forest was recovered. You know, for future generations, something like that. Okay, so we were past Bastrop. So I was busy talking about the mechanics shop, but we passed Buc ees. Like I said, I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do coming back, but we'll see. Who is that guy talking all the time, man? Yeah. We still have an hour and a half to get to Wharton. Okay, good. We've been driving for an hour and a half already. And I still have another hour 20 to go. Or just over. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else useful that was said at that committee meeting? Oh, Senator Duckworth. I think she's from Hawaii, right? I don't remember for sure. But apparently she's a disabled veteran. And so she brought up wheelchair access. And, yeah, not to be rude about it, but, you know, the amount of rework that has to be done to make this car able to have a wheelchair rolled into it is crazy. And why are you asking us at a autonomous vehicle meeting? Anyway, I understand the concern, appreciate it, and there's multiple ways to look at it, but the fact is, if you're not passing the laws that require it, how is it going to happen? Okay. Now the question was to Lars, and if I remember right, there was something Elon called the Robovan, or the Robovan, to us normal people. So the Robovan probably would be a reasonable thing to use for that. Although the Robovan, I think, was supposed to be bigger. If you made a 4-person version of it, it could be used for a wheelchair. Okay. I mean, there's something they're working on, sort of, kind of, that would be helpful. But I think they need to understand the market requirements to go into it. I mean, it sounds cool to announce, but the first place I would use it, Giga, Texas. They got all these buses running around. Just put in a fleet of Robovans. You don't need those diesel-powered buses anymore. On the other hand, You may have heard this Chinese company called BYD. BYD has a factory in California to make electric buses. They look like regular buses, just that they use electric power. Actually, I think Cap Metro, the bus company here in Austin, I saw a stop that looked like they were setting it up for electric buses. I don't remember hearing anything about electric buses. I'm not surprised they're doing it. It's just I don't remember hearing anything about it. That seems like a cool thing to do. Subway. I've been to that subway before. So anyway, yeah, Miss Duckworth, yes. I don't know, I think, like I said, the Robovan, if they had a smaller version Robovan, that'd be perfect for that kind of thing. Right? I think. I don't know for sure. But I think you'd have to do a whole different set of training for that. Because it doesn't match the form factor of a Model Y. Right? Model 3 is just a shorter version of a Model Y. Although Model 3 came first. Don't get me wrong, all you purists. I'm just saying, in general terms, I think the dimensions on the outside are similar except for the height. So all the cameras are in the same position. But the thing they found when they did Cybertruck was you had to redo all the training. I think that's what they said. And it sounds like maybe there's a small team working on how do you translate between different setups. And the Tesla Semi, that sounds like he's a whole different setup. I don't know, we'll see. Right, so if you did a Robovan, makes you wonder how that would work out. The Lazy J. Okay, so we're going the speed limit. Really? We're in steering mode, we're doing the speed limit. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm just happy to be more energy efficient. Oh, speaking of, we're up to 198.0 watt hours per mile. So we're going to be over 200. $70 degrees. That's true. If I was unsupervised or FSD unsupervised, I could be sitting here doing video editing, huh? All I do is stop and trade out cameras. Oh. They have a nice little rest stop and they closed it. What? Come on. Okay, it's not 36 miles we're going to turn off. No, we're going to Columbus. Right? Westpoint. Hey, they have a gas-powered electric generator over here. How interesting. Huh. Maybe it's been there, I just didn't notice it before. I mean, to some extent, if you're going to generate electricity in Texas, that makes some sense to use natural gas. You know, some people are really unhappy with using solar or wind power. And if you're wondering, yes, they had a bike ride down in Harlingen area, and we were out close to not Mansfield, Port Mansfield, whatever it was, northeast of Harlingen. They have a lot of windmills out there. Did I notice that there was a noise? There was a little bit of noise, not much. I just got a low-level sound. Didn't bother me. I mean, we're nowhere near them. That's what I'd be afraid of, like getting too close and getting hit by one of those blades, but I'm nowhere near close enough to know if that's even reasonable. But, you know, Texas is a big solar, well, it's the biggest, right? The biggest solar and wind generator in the United States. Biggest state. And like I said before, the reason for that is the economics. Okay? Not because somebody forced them into it. It's because they crunched the numbers and said, look, here's our return on investment if we do it this way versus that way. And that's one advantage Texas has, is they have an abundance of resources that they could use for those kind of purposes. Now, the bigger question is, where do the solar panels come from, right? Seems to me Tesla makes them in Buffalo, New York, which is like a whole nother country to Texas. To turn that phrase around. Right, it's like when Spec did their Eastern Edge road trip thing on the Spec motoring. Although they were like in December, I think. What? 220's closed? Anyway, they're getting in the upper half of Maine, and it's snowing. And it's sounding kind of crazy. What's going on, man? Yeah. There was a wreck on the road they were going up on, and they took an alternate route through the back roads. Some of their cars weren't suited for it. They didn't go. Those guys didn't go. Others said, yeah, I can do it, and they did it. Where are we? But you watch it, and they're going from Fort Kent, Maine, which is where US 1 starts. And they're going to go all the way down to Key West, Florida, where where US 1 ends. Or begins, depends how you look at it, but whatever. That's what I got, didn't it? I haven't looked at it. I mean, it's just crazy to think you're up in this place, and I think some of the guys didn't necessarily bring enough jacket, but you're in this place where you need heavy jackets to get around. And you're going to end up in this place where you're going to be wearing shorts and t-shirts. Crazy, man. LaGrange, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, that little gas power generation thing is kind of far out. Mars Consolidated Independent School District. Where else would you see that? Oh, yeah, there's places you would see that. Right? A big tractor pulling a big disc down the highway. You know, we're in an agricultural country and they have that. Well, we're in February, aren't we? There you have a clear view of the coal-powered plant electricity generation facility in Fayetteville. I think it's Fayetteville. Anyway, it's just east of here, right? Fayette County, maybe? Yes, for me, this would be an interesting place to live. You're close enough to Austin, you're close enough to Houston to get there. Well, we don't. It's an hour 46, but although part of that time is from Lago Vista into Austin. Okay, let's say it's just over an hour drive into town. There's an HB in town. I don't remember if there's a Walmart. But it's out here all by yourself, nice and quiet. $4,391 in LaGrange. plate sold starts with a C. You know, if you bought, let's just say 5 acres, seems like you put out enough solar panels to take yourself off grid, so to speak. Not all bad. You, of course, would have to have a well out here. You get a lot more rain out this way, close to the coast. Visit Fayetteville. I don't know, what is there to visit in Fayetteville? I mean, I've driven through here, I rode my bicycle through here, stopped in LaGrange. We drove the kids to a football game in, was that LaGrange or Smithville? Yeah, we went to LaGrange. No, Lago is growing too fast to stay in any one district for long. We're not going to catch up with those 6A guys, but just so many people moved to Texas. You know, people moved to Texas for jobs. They moved to Texas for conservative values. They moved to Texas because we don't have a state income tax. Then they find out that the real estate tax, property tax, kind of offsets that. So where are we at? We've been driving for 100 miles, 103. We've used about 30% battery. We're at 48%. We started with 80. We've been driving for an hour 50. I'm doing okay, but I'm tired of sitting. On the other hand, we have about another hour to go. Fayetteville. Thank you, God. He was kind of worrying about that pickup, but he stopped. He's at a yield sign. Really? It's a yield sign? Wow. I would have thought it'd be a stop sign, but it's a yield. Wing broke off of that plane. That guy's been there for a long time. I've never stopped there. I mean, they have what? They have some cars, a museum, sort of. That's the one thing about setting up these high-speed highways is you're in such a rush getting somewhere, you don't want to stop and look. Of course, the other part, if you're flying, you can't stop because you're flying over. Whatever. You can't stop at the Bluebell factory if you're flying. Although, to be fair, I mean, you see a bunch of pipes getting frosty. Okay. You see a bunch of packaging machines packaging ice cream. It's not really all that exciting. Oh, it's west. So I'm thinking there's a rest stop by Columbus, I think. But I think it's west of 71. Or west of the intersection where 71 comes out on I-10. Wow, that's kind of close, isn't it? Oh, to be fair, I was like, he's speeding up because he only passed. Because all of a sudden he's dropping off. Whatever, peace and harmony. I don't think it tells me. So I'm just thinking about what options do I have to take a break. I mean, we'll be in Columbus. Oh, the guy switched into the inside lane. Not that he's passing anybody, but he switched to the inside lane. Well, we're now less than an hour away from Buc ees. Okay, he is turning left, okay. Man, look at all these ducks that have been busted off. Bunch of Toyotas going somewhere. What? They do have an HB in town. Okay, he's read to 55, and he was slowing down before he got to the sign, but 75 miles eastbound, that's Katy probably. Hotchies, hamburgers. Uh-huh. Okay, red 75. He's acting like he doesn't quite believe it. I don't know. Come on, man. You can go faster. What? What's going on here? He's read the 75 sign. He says it's here. He just doesn't want to go 75. Come on, wake up. Oh, we're up to 212, aren't we? There you go. So you just have to knock on the steering wheel, and wake him up. Ah, I'm just kidding, man. I don't know. Shuffleboards, pool tables, outlet. Oh, they have an outlet where you can go buy pool tables? Okay. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Software update tonight. Uh-oh. Where's this stupid thing? Is it this? Okay, we're at 72 decibels. Okay. There's the answer to that question. We're at 72 decibels here. There was a park out here, wasn't there? Maybe it's east of Columbus. Two hours in. Yep, that's right. Okay. I guess the body work flapping around bothered him. He probably just want to take a break, right? Freebo Ranches. Okay. Bonos. we're obstructed. That's interesting. Oh, should I change this around? DPS. Oh, you're seeing the reflection of that, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we don't like that, Ray. Whatever. Like I said, I've got a thing on order. Just have to take a look for it. Hopefully I can put it in the roof. All right, I don't know if you can see this exactly, but you might say that arriving with 27% is not good. It just means that we're going to charge slower, that's all. I haven't checked to see what else it means. I specified arriving with 50% at Lake Jackson. Because there's no Tesla superchargers in that general area. In fact, Wharton is about as close as I can get, I think. There must be another one somewhere, but you know what? I haven't done that yet either. Need to try it out. Press. Sugar fix. Okay. Oh, I guess if I were to go straight ahead. That's what that essentially is. Okay, we're moving over for that car, which is the right thing to do. Interesting. Work zone 60. You didn't like that 60 mile per hour sign? Oh, what? Looks like he's having a hard time figuring out which one it is.
In 1 mile, stay straight to take the Texas 71.
I don't know. Wow, look at all the trash there. Looked like somebody might have got a wreck there. some construction over here. DPS.
Now stay straight to take Texas 71.
He's back up to 75. I don't know. It could be nobody taped over to 75 signs. They're digging dirt out from over here. What are they? Oh, they're going to widen this? No, it looks more like they're building a ditch there. It's 73 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Oh, uh-oh. We're going to turn on to 102. Is that a Texas 102? No, it says we're going through Eagle Lake. Or there's, on the Texas Independence Relay, we went through Eagle Lake. It was kind of interesting because we were trying to keep an eye on our teammates. Whataburger. Yeah, McDonald's. Okay, it says 60 there. You read 60. You're not going to follow 60, huh? Okay. Another 60. You're still not going to follow the 60. I get it's flow of traffic, right? What does that mean? Well, the flow of traffic is faster than the 60. They're going to shift I-10. It looks like they're building a whole new section of I-10 over there. Yeah, what do I know? Man, look at all the pillars they're putting over here. Don't get me wrong, I-10 needs improvements. Oh, I can imagine some of you up north going, what? This looks great! Yeah. There's too much traffic on this road. It really needs a third lane. Oh. Oh, is that what it is? 699? The exit 699.
In 1 mile, take exit 699 on the right toward Farm to Market Road 102, Eagle Lake. Then bear left
Oh,
on
Farm to Market 102? Well, why'd you circle if it's a Farm to Market? Or oval it, I guess I should say, but... Are you really going to pass this Buick here? As he moves up to get on the exit. That looks like our exit right there. Are you going to go through this Buick? I don't know, man. It says exit 700. What? Oh, we're going to follow him?
To Market Road 102, Eagle Lake, then bear left onto South Interstate 10 Road. In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 102.
Okay, that oval was Farm to Market. I'm
Now turn right onto Farm
kind of
to
surprised.
Market 102.
Wildlife viewing area, 14 miles. Okay, they got a stop sign. Oh, they're growing something there. What? CSA? .74 degrees Fahrenheit. No, 38 minutes. What are we doing, leveling the land here? That's what that is. I've seen these things at various times. And I thought they were lakes. Those aren't lakes. Those are they're trenching up the dirt, and they push the dirt they don't want to the sides. So if you watch Joe Tegmeyer's videos as he flies over Giga, Texas, if you heard the history, you know that was an old sand and gravel mine. So they had to do a lot of leveling to build the factory. Oh, what are you slowing down for? The road continues. Okay, we're curving to the right, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Let's bring out the map view. It's a little bit more interesting. Foot Ranch. Gates wide open. Okay. Pay attention, Ray. Not that close. Got a big old fire going over there. That cigarette letter's not even, it's just a touch warm. He has a motor grader. Yeah, let's turn it. Ah, yes. Turn the air conditioned seats. Oh, wow. 9 more percent to go. say? 73 degrees outside? Solar panel. 45. Yes, Eagle Lake. 3,442. Sonic Cemetery. Low ground clearance.
Now turn right onto Northwood
Look
Park.
out. Okay, air conditioning's going. We ran through this street, didn't we? I don't remember for sure.
Now turn left onto East Main Street.
Alternate 90. Yeah, what do you need to look for? Eagle Lake Depot Museum. Oh. Huh. If I remember right, they have a train over here somewhere. Maybe thinking the wrong place, I don't know. Yeah, a bunch of ducks. Welcome to Eagle Lake. Austin's Barbecue? That's a big tractor just for that little mower. I mean, it's a 3-section mower, but "25 minutes. I'm still thinking like we're in the middle of no. I've been through Eagle Lake, yes.
Now right onto Highway 3013 West. Now
I don't know. Oh, God. It's trying hard to decide whether you need to stop or not for the stop sign. I didn't see a yield sign, but I assumed there was a yield sign. Whoa. Some old torn apart semis back here. Oh, what's going on here? It's like somebody dropped some dirt and rocks in the middle of the road. Senior Bridge Road. Campo. I don't know. I still feel like we're in the middle of no place. Oh, I have cookies in the back of the car. Oops, I forgot about that. Right there with a lot of rice farmers down here, don't they? Well, I'm guessing with the drought, there's a significant drought in central Texas. And if these guys along Colorado River, they're getting their water from the Colorado River. Kind of a problem. Eighteen minutes, 18 miles. Okay, yeah. Pretty close. this mean this road over here is busy? Wharton County. Didn't we get off on 102? Doesn't look terribly busy. Oh, he's gonna turn, huh? You don't want to pass him? Oh, there's plenty of room to go by them. Wow, look at all the equipment they have here. For sale. Look how flat this land is. Looks perfect for growing rice if we get the water to it. Guy's pulling a nice chest out to his car, his truck. How curious. And when we came close, he stopped pulling and turned his face away. That makes you wonder. Fire's off to the right. Okay. Probably burning logs. Yeah, Corvette. Wow. Historical marker. think he was going to try to turn around. Sand Ridge. Alright. Let's pull the plug on that. We're in Egypt. Okay. Where's the pyramids? Whatever. Great Oaks. Okay. Can't think we hadn't to do any preconditioning, did we? Kind of need to move over. Thank you. He didn't exactly want to get in the other lane, but that lady was sitting there with the door open, or standing there with the door open. Don't want to take a chance on that one. I mean, when you go by a car and the door's not open, nobody's walking around, I don't mind so much, but whatever. Peace and harmony. We're at 2 hours 43 minutes. Wow. Oop, preconditioning finally popped up. Now it's possible I haven't been paying attention. Maybe it popped it up before and just didn't see it. all that land. They're trying to go something. Peaches? $9.60. Moon Valley Nurseries. What? This is where they grow those trees? So Moon Valley has a place in northwest Austin. And they'll plant the trees for you. Oh, that's part of my fun, is digging the hole to plant the tree. Of course, they got pretty mature trees when they plant them. One of the things they say about Texas is most of the land you see belongs to a private owner. So this Buc ees is on this road. Mount Calvary. Okay. Sheep. You want to buy sheep? $75 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Yeah. See a water tank over to the left. That sounds like that's about it. trucks are pretty big.
In 1 mile, turn
Oh, here we go. Okay, welcome back, guys. We're just a mile out from the Buc ees, which is across from a Walmart. It says 17 posts are open at the superchargers. There's the Buc ee. Oh, I guess this road is something. 59. Okay, welcome to Wharton. 8,627. Sounds like it's like a Lago Vista. Except they have a Walmart.
Now turn right.
Okay, where are we going? Straight back?
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Uh-oh. There's another Tesla going the same way. Well, they're serious about their bumps here, aren't they? Oh, we got a Ford Lightning charging up? Terrific. Oh.
Now your destination is on the right.
Yeah, this actually sounds like a perfect spot. Oh, they have a mix. Okay, welcome to Buc ees. Trips 168.6 miles, 2 hours, 51 minutes, 223.0 watt hours per mile. Oh, man. Okay, whatever. Peace and Army. FSD wise, I don't think there's anything to say, really. It's all pretty good. So let's get plugged in. All right. Let's see. Oh, I didn't plug the microphone in, did I? Okay, whatever. We're just capturing this. So we're up to 70%. Took 20 minutes to get there. Cost us $11.35. All right, let me go get this unplugged. All right, for some reason the microphone doesn't want to hook up. Yeah, let's do this. Come on. Okay, I hate to say this, but it looks like I didn't get to record the section leaving Wharton. It was pretty uneventful, other than occasionally being slow, but that seems to be missing. Sorry. Okay, welcome back along format. Yeah, now that I put him into hurry mode, he's almost up to the speed limit. I don't know. It's a long straight road. Nobody's in front of us. Well, there is a car way over there, but he's coming the other way. And I did say the microphone didn't want to hook up, right? No, microphone got lost somewhere in translation. Oh, wow. Somebody has a little junkyard of cars going over there. Things where some people like to go in and say, is there any car interesting? Can I pick it up for a low price? Burr is the name of the town here. Okay. we're still doing 63 in the 65 zone. Is there a school here? No, he read that speed zone, but he's not respecting it. Okay, so he turned it down to 50. The school zone sign said it's 50, but it gave times. So Tesla pulled out to 50, but he didn't slow down. So I don't know what's the point of changing the speed if you're not going to obey it. They grow pecan trees over here. I guess it'd be pretty standard. Zone at any time, or sorry, I wasn't paying that close attention. I know we still have the 50 here. I wonder how we would decide that it was active enough to follow the speed limit. School zone. Alright, so that ends up putting in a marker so we can go back and look. It's kind of curious. Lago? Okay. Isn't that the name of the town from the High Plains Drifter? Oh, they got an oil well going. Dallas Girls Memorial Scholarship. Okay. Just death. That's from Star Wars, right? Together we can. Okay. Small town Texas, man. I'm not sure I want to go. Okay, bumping back up the hurry mode. I don't know. Oh, all of a sudden you can go now. I don't know. What's the deal here, guys? 55. Do not pass. Okay, we better shift down to Sloth here. Well, I don't think Sloth will hold him back either. Oh, pass with care. And as people come along, they're just going slow and holding up everybody. How many cars do he has behind him? 3? Jeez. And we got 15 miles of this? Oh, looks like we're gonna get asphalt back. No. Oh. No, not exactly. So this looks a little bit better, but not good. Asphalt. Okay, let's put it back in standard. I hope that's it. To rural Texas. Back into, I don't want to go very fast in the 65 zone. Now, somebody's turning in front of me, yes, but Jerry's Tractor Service. Tractors that provide a tractor service? kilowatt. And there's a lesson for you guys. Just because it says it's a version 2 doesn't mean that it's a 150 kilowatt. The one in Columbus is 120. Sliding away. Brazoria County. Okay, I know the county name, but I don't remember what Brazoria is known for. I want to go in Florida, dude. Sometimes it amazes me how much more I know about Texas than people who grew up in Texas. What? Okay, he started going to the right and then thought more of it and centered on it, but it feels like something scraped along the bottom of the car. No, something fleshy, not hurting the car. Reason why you drive big trucks here with cattle guards on them. San Bernard watershed, river watershed. Road may flood. See how flat and low we are here. Well, looks like the house, no, that house isn't, but I guess the newer houses, more substantial houses, are a little bit higher. Is that a junkyard? Exactly, but kind of. Old Ocean. Okay, I'm curious. Oh yeah, swampy to the left. Water in the ditch? I don't know. Wow. This place is something else, isn't it? outside line, so not a big problem. I don't think we have to come to a complete stop here. But he definitely doesn't feel safe about these guys walking here. Yeah, I think we passed them already. Oh, it's like we're in a whole different world here. Wow. Sale 16.2 acres. Do not pass. Let's see how far we've gone. So, whoops. We've gone 32 miles, so it's pretty far to go back to HB. Walmart. At least the one that we were by. Ones we were by. That would be over in Wharton. The HB would be closer, yes. Sounds like he's grabbing the brakes pretty hard as he enters the speed zone. North Texas 35. State Highway 35. What? Grab him, don't let him crash. Okay. Kind of curious. Freeport. Rosenberg is west and a little bit south of Houston. So it's like an extended suburb of Houston. I don't remember if I've actually been to Rosenberg, but I've seen the signs for it. It's like close to Katy. I had the impression maybe my brother's family sometimes went to Rosenberg. I don't know. I wasn't paying that close attention. Okay, whatever. We're pointing east right now. Junk. 229.9 at the HB. In whatever town it is we're in. Cybertruck. Murtha? I don't know. Train. Columbia? State historical site. turn signal. Let's push them into the outside lane. We don't need to hog the inside. As high as 240 watt hours per mile at one point. this is to capture information about how much storage we need, how to handle the data, the videos. Bailey's Prairie. George Bailey. It's a Wonderful Life, right? If you don't know what that reference is. As opposed to Pottersville. You have to wonder, what is it about rich people what makes them so bitter, greedy? And I get, you know, for some people, they got rich because they are greedy, but how much stuff do you need? Oh, okay. Sorry, truck going too slow. Let's go random. Think you'll wake him up? Feels like he's fighting the force. Oh, it says 60 up here. He's already read the 60, okay. It is 60. Go ahead and change. Whatever. Percentage has gone up to 51%. Okay, human driver right turn signal. Push him to the outside. No, I could leave him in the inside lane, it just doesn't feel appropriate. That's why I'm intervening in that way. Just a little bit less than 4 miles per kilowatt hour. Oyster Creek. What? That's right.
In 1 mile, turn right to take the Texas 288 south route. Storage. Oh. Hey, they got Buc ees here.
about the road, he avoided something, I don't know, surface coloration thing. City of Enchantment. Overall, it's still 5 miles away. Okay. Brazos Mall. I feel like we're closing in on it, but oh, Clute's still 5 miles away. Exactly in rural Texas anymore. It looks like far west suburban Houston. Yeah, Raising Cane's.
In 1,000 feet, turn sharp left onto Farm to Market Road 2004 Road. Now turn sharp left onto Farm to Market Road 2004 Road.
I think we gotta get across the road first. Okay. designed this. That way street, okay. Oh, what's going on? They're having some kind of event? Oh, vendor's market. Blessed are the peacemakers. Oh, I guess I have to go look for that one, huh?
In 1 mile, turn right to stay on Farm to Market Road 2004 Road.
Okay. 3 miles out.
To stay on Farm to Market Road 2004 Road.
Okay. Wait, this says Buc-ees there. It's another Buc-ees. Obviously that was supercharger.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Old Angleton Road. Now turn right onto Old
Okay, this one
Angleton
looks
Road.
like it's just a slightly big gas station. Whatever. Speed limit 40. How interesting. Stallberg. Oh, Spanish moss around here. We're in a whole different place. Lazy Lane. Oh, okay. Oyster Bend subdivision. Yeah, they have a different way of adding left turn lanes around here. They suddenly add another section out, and you're supposed to go into that lane. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, this must be it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the original Buc ees. I wonder if it has any kind of marker on it. I'm pretty sure that cover's not original. Well, they got a bunch of cameras up on the roof line. Wow. Green light. That might be green. It might be green. Foot on the accelerator. Help them figure out how to go forward.
Now turn right.
I don't know if he got upset about that Malibu going in front of him, or if he's just wanting to be stupid. I'm gonna park here,
Now
huh?
you have arrived at your destination.
No? Okay, finally went. At first he wasn't going to go in the park. I don't know. All right, 59.5 miles, 1 hour and 10 minutes, 222.0 watt hours per mile. All right, man. The trip so far is 228.1 miles. We've used 50.9 kilowatt hours. Our average energy is 222.9 watt hours per mile. So we're going to be bumping this up. So there's a lot of 70 speed zones. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. We're here at the Buc ees. FSD wise, not really much to say. Although it's interesting, when we came up to that stoplight, the traffic light, when the light turned green, there was a Malibu that was coming out in front of FSD, and FSD wasn't sure if he should go or not. The guy's turning onto the road to go forward, presumably, so we should be able to go. Okay, there you go. State of charge is 51%. And we're at 24807. That's what, 142? Well, they didn't write the time that we left. Okay.